but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Carolina Panthers.
Started, and we are underway here on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
Well, this defense for the Cards, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Escaping the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Now Darnold. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Darnold on first down. Under pressure now. Darnold, and he goes down. Zaven Collins able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
After the sack on first down, Darnold. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble.
And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Matt Rule, a risk taker in college, going for it. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He'll swing that out to Edmonds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Play fake. Murray. He rifles one that's intercepted.
It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the Panthers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Back to throw, Darnold. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. To throw is Darnold. A short throw hauled in by Trimble. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Isaiah Simmons just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Darnold, and he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Faking the give, Darnold. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there and a nice win for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
2nd and 10. Murray, a quick throw out to Kirk. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Murray going to throw. Steps away to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Darnold.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Joseph Charlton and the punt team on now for the Panthers.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds.
And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Come on.
On play action, it's Murray. Being chased out left.
And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. From the gun, Murray. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
That one 28 yards on the ground. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. Johnson running right. And he is in for 6. Touchdown Cardinals. Kerryon Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Prater for the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no
return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Darnold. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Now it's Darnold. He's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Meanwhile, Murray's throw into the hands of Kirk. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Murray. This is caught. It's Kirk. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Shotgun now from Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talk with one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Prater's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
On second down, Johnson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He'll buy some time right. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Darnold now to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. McCaffrey turned away on 4th and goal. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. First carry for James Conner. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw, it's Murray. Trying to lay one up deep. He's got a man. Complete. The 30. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kerryon Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cardinals drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. Extra point good by Prater, and that makes it a 17-10 score. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. That is incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Off of play action, Darnold. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll start with a handoff to Johnson. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Murray off play action. Flushed out right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Murray with a 3rd and long. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Darnold from the gun. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They're going option play on 3rd down. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So that's, CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
will send it away following the made field goal. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Back to the air, Darnold on second down. Buying time to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, Darnold. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Throwing now is Murray. Flush to his right. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line. Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Back to throw it, Murray. It's caught right side by Daniels. Touchdown, Cardinals! Darrell Daniels, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Prater for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. And this one too low.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Darnold. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. To throw is Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Again, Darnold going back to Moore. This time he's got him complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. A fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown. So Sam Darnold, not really known for having the strongest arm in the NFL, but he certainly laid that one out there. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for the Cards, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Carolina, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington. This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. This defense for the Packers, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people just like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
Yeah, just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Here's Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Packers pick it up. And a good turnover there as his guys will get the football back. In their locker room, they've got a sign that says defense wins championships. And Charles, they pointed to that this week, said that has to be us. Looking good early.
I like how you saw that because of the bold letters, right? You saw the emphasis that they place on that and what they believe in. And for them, it's every single snap. So it's not just a matter of getting to the quarterback and knocking the ball free. They're trying to read when that ball's going to come free. As soon as those hands separate to throw the ball.
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. Pretty move. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game today.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down.
He had a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting has taken over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Check safety.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Second down and goal. Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. And this is going to be intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series. Only
a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. Escaping the pressure right. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. We're scoreless after 1. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Newton. Left side, it's Dorsett. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6.
Second down at 4. Balaj. And he's got this down to the 35. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Completion here to Claypool. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
Forced out to his left. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Flushed out right. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Newton now to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Newton to throw. And it's caught. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Cam Newton with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that...
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. T.J. Watt, the All-Pro, in there to take him down. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Eluding the pressure right. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A real letdown down defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike.
And again, it's Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Open man left side, it's the tight end Tunyon. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. If it was sunny, maybe this is a field goal attempt. But with the rain, they're going to go for it on 4th down. On play action, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Being chased out left. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Kalen Balaj, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On second and very short, Rodgers. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. This time they stay on the ground. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And the Steelers are going to get the football here at their own 23. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Both these teams getting a chance to dry out, maybe change their cleats if need be, but halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Taking it about the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Check 45 the mic. Check 45 the mic. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Now Rodgers. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 16. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are back within a score. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
6 yards left on second down. There's going to be a jet sweep. Newton bats it forward. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from his strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play. Now Newton. Dorsett making the catch. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Newton. Flush to his right. Caught on the slant. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn. Touchdown!
Kalen Ballage. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On third down, here's Jones. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's a Packers touchdown. Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers. Crosby with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
On 2nd and 12, Newton. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Newton on 3rd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
With that down and distance, no real surprise they decided to throw the ball. But I think where the surprise kicked in, the result. Short pass downfield. That ball got taken for a nice journey to turn into a big play.
The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
There's going to be a jet sweep. Newton bats it forward. And they'll get him down right around the 16.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw, Newton. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Philip Dorsett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now up to 14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of him.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. Buying time to his left. And I think the ball's out. But it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. Rodgers going to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go with Jones. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Crosby connects on the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. John Brown, the 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A big-time special teams play here in the 4th quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time, that extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're getting...
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. On play action, Rodgers. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. The ball comes out, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing is Rodgers. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. This is caught. Touchdown. Aaron Jones with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Here's Newton. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Rolling to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Forced out to his left. Got a man, it's Tunyon. Fights through him, and he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. 3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. 26. Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Steeler defense will celebrate the goal line stand. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Newton's going to throw it. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well. Like, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now it's Newton. He's going to let it go again. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
There is something to a game plan. We're trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Now Cobb to return. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Back to throw, Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. They've got his man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Rodgers to throw. Open man left side, it's the tight end Tunyon. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. Now Rodgers. He's got it. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Newton. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man, complete. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Newton. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll go again with Gibson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 56 yards rushing for him now as he was just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
Antonio Gibson is an absolute dart with the ball in his hands, and he can make you miss and he can run over you. Took a little while to crack the starting lineup as a rookie, but boy, was he sensational when he did. Went for 115 yards and 3 scores in a Thanksgiving Day clobbering of the Dallas Cowboys. And Washington, they feel like they had a real find when they took him in the 3rd round last year, number 66 overall, and he justified their decision.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Out to the right, here's McKinnon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And that's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Gibson here running out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. It's going to be a jet sweep. Newton bats it forward. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's a give to Gibson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. There's going to be a jet sweep. Newton bats it forward. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Newton. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Check 13. Check 13. Hey, you block over here.
First throw of overtime for Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Green Bay, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos.